9. And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of the Crypto. I swear my voice just cracked right there. Probably sounded terrible. But welcome back to the Gym of the Crypto episode. I'm trying to stall it out as I figure out which episode this is. The screen is loading. Bitcoin Zay. That's why I love going live. Episode 770. Oh, yeah. Today is Thursday, August 5th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish. And today is one of those 10-ish days as the control room is going crazy. Top stories of the day. Ethereum London hard fork goes live. SEC has no authority over crypto. CFTC commissioner argues. Civic engagement in crypto. Miami unveils its own digital coin, and Invesco files with SEC for Bitcoin strategy ETF. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what is going on with these prices?
Let's get into it. So Bitcoin.
Oh, I don't mean to cut you off. They're going to hate you when they see that coin market cap. Go ahead and let us know those prices.
Oh, yeah. So coin market cap, which we are using because I don't feel like using Nomics. That's it. That's the entire reason. If you want to use Nomics, use it. I just don't feel like it.
Call in tomorrow with your beef. Call in tomorrow.
Call in tomorrow with your beef.
Yeah. Can't wait for this one.
Exactly. Bitcoin at $38,416, down 1.2% today. Ethereum at $2,761, up 5.8%. Binance Coin at $330, up 0.6% today. Cardano, where's all my Cardano people at 137, up 0.8% today. XRP sitting at 71 cents, is sideways, no movement over the last 24 hours. Dogecoin at 19 cents is down 0.36%. Polkadot coming in at 1862 is up 1.5%. And Uniswap at 2363 is up 6% to round out the top 10. So again, people, if you have a problem with coin market cap, take it up with your mother, because I'm not changing the coin market cap prices. And even though people may have questions about, I don't know, the rankings or whatever that is promoted, they all are. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you think Nomics is it, if you think CoinGecko isn't, you live in a fantasy world. So we're going to keep using coin market caps, and you can kiss my ass if you don't like it. How about that?
Bang, bang. Call in tomorrow for all the listen. Oh man, I'm trying to save because I want to see if they nuts gonna drop and they actually gonna call in. So I'm trying to save the firepower. And of course, we'll still be fair and we'll give you a chance to speak, but it's a couple of goofies, boy. Y'all should not listen. I see why y'all be having these fake avatars and fake profile. I clicked on a couple profiles, I almost cried my way to sleep that day. Like I had to click off so quick. I was like, oh, okay, some of these people slow for real. Like,
yeah, exactly. Nothing but dog abbies and cat faces. Yeah,
hey, like, that's why. Listen, I could piggyback on so many things today about Nomics, CoinGecko, and was it coin market cap? But like I said, I want to save the firepower tomorrow. I want to see who nuts gonna drop. Warriors, don't call in to try to save the show either, just to say, hey, we just want to talk some smack to make no. Let some of these weirdos stand on their own too tomorrow. They come from some of you all's different communities, and let them call in and just, oh man, I want to save the firepower. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Everybody good at typing. Let's see who can talk.
You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no dictionary in front of you to figure out the next move.
Exactly.
All right, what's going on, Carmelo? Leroy Forbes. Hey, for those who don't know, Leroy Forbes has a new article out as well. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I already know it's gonna be some fire. And we're also going to be integrating some of Leroy Forbes and Minho Donahue's articles on our site soon to give you a different perspective on crypto, because these guys are killing it, and we definitely want to highlight that for sure.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Chappie, John Bulwer, Banger Committee, Kadeem, BK Born, Best I Raised, JG Wentworth said YouTube is showing out today. All week, people. I'll go to control room today for tomorrow to make sure tomorrow's we got Alec for tomorrow, but still we'll make sure tomorrow's goes off without a hitch. But it's literally YouTube just started changing. We don't go into the settings at all. It just happens. So I don't know. Carmelo said King had a rough night. Hey, listen.
Hey, it's not a rough night when you show up like this. That was a fun night.
There you go. You know what's up, Zay. We ain't had to talk about it.
We got to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I ended up going out to dinner, man,
Oh, yes. When you're blue, they got nothing to do, heading to the party life.
Oh, man. You are crazy.
Party life. Hey, King's out there in the party life, baby.
You know it.
Yeah, number red neon lights and hard and wood leather bound books.
You are, we said leather bound books. Smells like old libraries in here.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
You are funny.
Yeah. Glasses with one piece of ice in it. Oh yeah.
You
know how it go.
I had an eyeglass. I had a diamond piece eyeglass.
Oh yeah.
Look. Hey, every time I'm walking around, people trying to show me something. I'm like, hold on, let me see a little closer. Oh, show these diamonds on this eyeglass.
Hey, just wait till I get my cigar pipe, baby, walking around like I'm 55.
Hilarious. Pump Ethereum says Helith Pro. I feel you. A Kadeem K high. Ethereum is going through the hyperbolic time chamber. Yay, it was worth it. One person at least. Thank you, Kadeem. I was like, should we keep Super Saiyan it or not? He was like, oh yeah, we about to get this anime crowd in here.
Yeah,
you already know it. Let's see. Tim, call in tomorrow. Use TradingView. Yeah, let us call in tomorrow and let us know what's going on. Ra, Tessa Hall. Let's see. We see what's up to Carmelo, S1 Dubs, our project experience. Happy tantalizing Thursday. That's what's up. Level 99 Slacker. Too much for you. Okay. Thank you. Like taxes paid. Much appreciated. It looks like people are starting to actually log in. So make sure you smash that like as we get the show going. Tops. Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick before you start, D-Champ, he just commented in here. He played at Morris Brown. I think I dunked on you, Zay. Never been dunked on in my life, so I know that's a lie. I don't get that far under the basket. I play point, and I never played against Morris Brown, so I don't think that was me. Like, I got a twin somewhere, but it wasn't me.
I like how you stopped it. I'm on the same way. I was like, oh, you did what team? What year? Like,
exactly.
No,
that's what I'm from Charlotte. You can't come back and get dunked on and talk about you good at basketball. Get out of here.
It sounds like, listen, when you come to LA, I see if we can get Zay on the court one of these days, do something. Oh, bro, yeah. You're gonna be the new popular dude at LA Fitness all the time, or 24. What's the one that was in Hollywood?
Oh, yeah.
The hell Hoopers?
Yeah. 24-hour fitness.
Was that 24? Yeah. All the hoopers and strippers go there during the day.
Oh yeah, you know it.
It is what it is. I didn't make the rules. All right. EIP1559, Ethereum London hard fork goes live. The much talked about London upgrade has finally happened on the Ethereum network as Ethereum arguably moves closer to becoming a deflationary asset. Go ahead and first, I guess, give us the technical side of this. What's going on? What's the EIP? Just like a brief summary, what's an EIP, Ethereum Improvement Protocol? How does it work? Why are these things important? For those who don't know, we also have BIPs, Bitcoin Improvement Protocols, that work essentially the same way. So this would be a kind of good primer on this.
All right. So EIP 1559, it will involve burning the base fee, which automatically decreases the Ethereum circulating supply, which because of that is supposed to, with the demand, raise the price. Of course, this is just one step on the way to Ethereum 2.0, where they'll change from proof of work consensus to proof of stake consensus. And the POS consensus has been, argued by some people that, including myself, I call it the piece of shit consensus, simply because all you're doing
you're not a true, real Ethereum fan either, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
I remember you was like, bro, Ethereum Classic is technically the real Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean, I said it with K, and on top of that, again, I'm a tech guy, so I'm going to use it because I like to see how it's used. But at the end of the day, a deflationary asset, a real money system, it is not. However, with this hard fork, it should reduce fees, should allow people to be able to send without extremely high gas fees, and then proof of stake should help with that at the end. It was sort of pushed forward by single individuals such as Joseph Lubin, who I from Consensus, who I've had the pleasure of speaking with before. He says it is part of the journey towards Ether becoming ultrasound money, which again, I don't think he understands what ultrasound money is, but I think he is good at marketing. So if people hear that and it's the second biggest market cap and they think it is money to them, they will accept it as such. So I think this is pretty good for Ethereum to actually get this EIP 1559 out. They've been talking about it for a long time now, and hopefully everything goes smooth. I haven't seen any updates yet, but it did just get started a few hours ago.
Yeah, and again, this is the cool part of the community. You get to see all this stuff happen, people. You got to see the voting happen on the GitHubs or whatever. You got to see the Discord channels, or really the Telegram channels, and some of these other places where all these communities of Ethereum gather. And they talk about this upgrade and what's going to happen, how they're voting. People say, well, hey, how are you voting? Why are you voting? You're talking about on the Bitcoin Discord, the and threads and everything. Like these are actual, well, I won't say on the Bitcoin itself and thread, but on the forum itself, there's threads for Ethereum and their upgrade. So it's something that we literally got to see the community talk about. Like I said, it was definitely pushed for it by more or less one or two individuals. But also on the business side, definitely want to talk about the business side of this. For those who got our masterclass, which came out a few weeks ago, you already know. Here's that masterclass. Of course, you can go to gemandcrypto.com, click on masterclass, and it brings you straight there. I personally want to trust any of the link. Just go to gemandcrypto.com and click on masterclass. Cliff High reports are there too, folks. The 2016, most of the 2017 ones. Still had to upload a few more, but we put the zip files in there as well. So you got the Cliff High files reports here, the masterclass, and soon to be Leroy Forbes and Minho being some of our in-house main authors to write. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. But I want to bring up the masterclass and this Ethereum upgrade, because of course we know a lot of people are in the space, not just for the technology. Some people are in the space because they want to make money. They want to have a store value. They want to, use this to diversify their portfolio. Well, in our masterclass, during the yield farming section, yield farming and credit-free collateralized loans, and this came out weeks ago, I literally showed you how to stake your Ethereum or to put your Ethereum up as a collateralized loan while you took out a stable coin, which you could have turned to cash. And at the same time, Ethereum would have sat there and went up in price. So I think when this masterclass came out, Ethereum might have been what, 18, 1900 bucks, 1700 bucks. Literally shows you how to do that. So if you had been doing that since then, and I've seen it with other people already, some people have already made like 5, 10K, depending on how much they put in there or whatever. But essentially 30 to % gains in just 3 weeks. So that was one method that we went into detail and showed you how to do on the masterclass. So for people who are looking at this, our show, or listening to this news, those would be things, whether you're using us or we'll be offering some platforms where we're partnering up. We've already partnered up, but we haven't made an official announcement. They'll be offering free stuff, free educational pieces to teach you how to do some of these things, or at least the knowledge about it happening. But for those who are looking at the ROI side, this was a big win for a lot of people. That's why someone started off the show saying Ethereum pump. We may have seen the biggest pump here in the short term, because usually the way this works is people buy and make all these moves on the way to the news, and the news comes out. And then as you can see today, we already had a little bit of slippage on Ethereum. But the next 72 hours will be important to see, first of all, if it actually starts to work, because as of yet, it hasn't started to kick in yet. So the fees are the same. So that's going to be the whole thing. If in the next, and honestly, I would have to say 24 to 48 hours, next 24 to 48 hours, the Ethereum gas fees aren't lower, then the price is going to start slipping aggressively. But however, with that being said, by the weekend, Sunday, Monday, next 72 to 96 hours, or next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it starts to gradually get better or immediately gets better, then I think we will continue to see a pump as people sees that as like, they'll ride that momentum into something's about to immediately change, even though the only thing that's going to immediately change would be the gas fees. So maybe it'll add more volume to the project. You talk about Axie Affinity, $1,000 get started. Maybe once it's all said and done, it's only $600 get finished, or to start that game, buying those 3 characters. So if it works in the next week or so, next 2 days, it's a good buy signal right there. But if it doesn't work immediately, that price is going to start to slip. All right. That is the Ethereum upgrade. We definitely went into detail about that.
And I do want to shout out, who was that? Kiani Mason. He said the GUI went from 200 to 7 with blocks coming in at a 4-second average this morning.
Here we go.
It does look as though the fees are being lower. I do know it takes time to adopt on certain exchanges. Some of it because of greed, some of it because technically they're not technically sound to do it that quickly. So again, yeah, like you said, 48, 72 hours, we'll see how it picks up.
Okay, good to go. Good to go. Appreciate checking on that. Let's see. Mirth Red Rum said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here for entertainment purposes only. There we go. Same. All right. SEC is back in the news. People, like literally after we just had a tax, professional representative of a tax professional company on, we're talking regulation. Look at this. SEC has no authority over crypto. CFTC commissioner argues. Try running a business in crypto. All right. Like literally, this is 2021. Try running a business in crypto in 2016 and 2017. And you're trying to be a good citizen, not break laws, even though people popping up with laws overnight on you. Former CFTC chair, Christopher Giancarlo. And you remember, this guy was supposed to be known as like crypto dad or something. It's funny how in these type of stories, they don't add it. But it was argued that the CFTC is the only U.S. regulatory agency that has experience regulating markets for Bitcoin and crypto. What's going on with Giancarlo? He got out of office and was like, hey, I've been wanting to flame on you real quick. What happened?
Oh, yeah. So CFTC Commissioner Brian Quintes actually took to Twitter on Wednesday to declare that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin should be regulated by the CFTC rather than the SEC. Quintes stressed that cryptocurrencies are commodities and thus fall under the CFTC's jurisdiction, as opposed to securities that are regulated by the SEC. And if we jump down to Chris Giancarlo's actual quote on Twitter, only one U.S. regulatory agency has experience regulating markets for Bitcoin and crypto, and it is not the SEC. Bang, bang. It is the CFTC. If Biden administration is serious about sensible cryptocurrency regulation, it needs to nominate a CFTC chairman. So again, we have internal fighting by our regulators who they don't even know how to classify crypto. I asked the guy yesterday, I said, do you think there should be separate regulation for taxes for crypto? He agreed. I agree the same thing with a regulatory body. There should not be a SEC, CFTC, whoever regulatory over crypto. It should be a crypto governing body because there are different rules. There's different things to play by. Crypto to me is not a commodity. It's not a security. It's its own thing. It's literally its own section, and they can't wrap their mind around it because everything they've learned has lined up with what they've already been doing. So even though Giancarlo maybe, he gave himself the nickname Bitcoin Dad, I don't know who gave that to him. And then the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, is saying that they may be securities. The internal fighting, good gracious, what do? We don't know what to do, who to listen to, and these are the people that are extracting resources from you by saying, we still need that tax money. We still need to pay this fee for this license. You still need to get a bit license. You still need to get a whatever. And they have an infrastructure bill with all these crypto rules that can make everybody a broker. And I'm like, y'all can't even figure it out. The internal fighting by regulators is ridiculous. And it just leaves us right in the same gray area we were 5 years ago. We still don't know exactly what to do, even though, I know what to do is just keep pushing forward, but because these people take forever. They can go back and forth with this for 3 years. What you going to do in those 3 years? Not innovate? No. So yeah, the SEC and the CFTC fighting, just more the same, man. What can you do?
Hey, you know what? Got to be real. Shout out to the gang, man. Shout out to the United States government. Listen, folks, you got to remember, very smart people are working in these, like, they got a professor from MIT here. This is the play. Keep arguing for at least 3 to 6 more months and say we're working on something as that price continues to go up. People, by the time they make it okay for retail investors to even think about buying Bitcoin, the number is going to be so egregious. It's going to be so disgusting. Like, it's literally people are going to look at it, even though, the information is out there. The information is out there as far as, we have mass classes. We're talking about it live now. We're saying it for free now. Bitcoin is divisible to 100 million. You can go on Cash App, buy it for $1, right? You can stream sats. We do that with this show, this podcast. So people are going to forget all of that. And literally all they're going to see is that USD number to Bitcoin, still not realizing the power of Bitcoin, because it's still one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. It's the USD number that's actually fluctuating via inflation or whatever it is. So that's going to be the crazy thing when it happens. They're going to say, fine, regular people can buy Bitcoin, ATMs are legal and all this other stuff. And the reason why it's going to go down like that is because it will become a part of a way of life. When Bitcoin's there, somebody's going to be on the reserves and all this, it's going to be so ingrained into life everywhere, where it's just like, yeah, of course my store keeps Bitcoin. Of course, it's just going to be the backbone of everything the Bitcoin blockchain will be. It'll be to the point where we're not like that's why Michael Gensler made that comment the other day when he separated Bitcoin from other cryptocurrency, because they're like, all right, white flag, we get it. Bitcoin is what it is. It's going to be the rest of the ones where they're going to start putting all these barriers on. So something to consider for sure. All right. Civic engagement in crypto. Miami unveils its own digital coin. You were just down there. You've spoken to the mayor. What is going on in Miami? This is actually happening. This is real.
Hey, man. Hey, Mayor Francis Suarez, he is not playing. He tweeted that MiamiCoin will be the first city coin ever to be launched, representing Miami's very own cryptocurrency. It may appear as if the Magic Cities digital currency will function just like any other cryptocurrencies that can be bought. Yet it is quite unique. Patrick Stanley, who was actually the founder and CEO of City Coins, he said that the MiamiCoin can actually be considered as a developer platform for cities. It's entirely programmable, therefore applications can be built on top of it. So what you may have, because we've said this before, even though Bitcoin is the base layer of everything, money system, you may have cities who try to become autonomous with their own cryptocurrencies and then actually give discounts if you use MiamiCoin in Miami. Businesses that accept it maybe get incentives, tax incentives, where they get lower taxes. Hey, if you accept MiamiCoin, you pay lower business taxes. Cool, we accept it. People pay with MiamiCoin. There's an incentive to hold it because you can spend it on other things later. All of these things could come about as part of a city coin. I do want to shout out, there is another city, Evanston, Illinois. They are coming out with their own coin, but theirs is geared towards a cryptocurrency for wrongfully charged marijuana offenders in Illinois, trying to rewrite the wrongs of locking up people for small weed charges. So I don't think it's the first, but I think it's the first of its kind. So shout out to Patrick Stanley. Shout out to Mayor Francis Suarez. He is not playing with you at all. And I keep telling people that anytime the momentum starts with Bitcoin, it just doesn't stop. All right. I'm not saying that MiamiCoin will work beautifully. I am saying that I see the goal, and because all roads lead to Bitcoin, this will essentially get people into the cryptocurrency stage, the digital age, and make them realize this isn't going anywhere, people. We got a whole city with its own coin.
Yeah, at the end of the day, people, and what's really funny is, I mean, of course, there's a lot of the technology itself, but as you always say, it's the government, these banks eating themselves as well, where they just don't want to adopt or adapt to anything. And now, it's so weird. I mean, this is how people are. It's like they don't want to adapt to anything, but then they want to be a part of the fad too. So it's like, make up your mind. Do you not want to adapt, or do you want to offer Dogecoin to make more money? Like, what do you want to do? But regardless, like you said, these things like MiamiCoin, whatever coin you want to put people, they are putting people onto crypto. They're making it that much easier for people to start studying, start learning about channels like this, like Crypto Blood out there, CB News Network, some of these other crypto channels. They're making it that much easier for these people to tune in and then say, oh, why don't I just switch some of this over to Bitcoin in 2 seconds and then swap? So once that, I mean, this is all good news. Like you said, they're bringing people closer to crypto. Want to give a shout out to a couple of comments. Let's see. You have JG Wentworth was saying, yep, keep crypto out of the hands of the people, for us, not y'all. McKenzie said, it sounds like the same regulatory issues with crowdfunding had around 2011, 2012. Crowdfunding tried to create its own regulatory body and failed. Is now regulated by FINRA and the SEC. You know what? I for sure agree with that. Same with marijuana. And even if you were to look back at alcohol, all similar use cases. The only difference between all those and right now is that with Bitcoin, we can, you can do the same. You can go around those regulatory bodies essentially. Like no matter how they feel or whatever, like the technology is there to actually go around those regulatory bodies. Now, how they're going to react to that, gang gonna gang. So we'll see, you know how that goes. But
yeah, I mean, if we posted our public address right now, and everybody that's in the chat sent us Bitcoin, we just crowdfunded just now. But it's not. It's a different.
They'll make it seem like we're criminals right now too. How crazy would that be?
Exactly.
They'll be like, these overnight. Watch the narrative of us change. Like,
exactly. I mean, Andre's got $1 million in Bitcoin just as off donations, and that's the thing. Is like he crowdfunded, but FINRA and SEC can't touch it because it's Bitcoin. So
right.
Again,
they'll try to scare you into submission.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little different, but I get what you're saying. Definitely, McKenzie.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. And last but not least, it looks like Invesco is in the news. Invesco files with the SEC for Bitcoin strategy ETF. Wait, what? Invesco has stressed that the ETF will not directly invest in Bitcoin. All right. You got to break this one down to me. I'm lost on this. What's going on in Invesco?
All right. So they will not directly invest in Bitcoin. However, they will invest in trust, such as Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And of course, we have seen large corporations who they create ETFs, they have investment funds, they're opening up to their clients to invest. They're not actually buying Bitcoin. Just like in the retail, you're on Robinhood, you're on PayPal, you're on Venmo, you're on Revolut, you're on whatever. You're not actually buying it. You're getting exposure to the price of Bitcoin in USD, which is what some clients want. And if you look at Invesco's filing, the fund is non-diversified. Thus, it is not required to meet diversification requirements under the Investment Company Act of 1940. 1940. These are the rules that they're using to try and establish ETFs. Totally different. So they can't actually buy Bitcoin directly. I don't even think most of these investment groups have the reserves to have people invest in Bitcoin directly and in a serious manner, because if they tried, it would be 2-week waits and 3-week waits for some people. So in order to get exposure, just buy into a trust, buy shares into Grayscale, you have exposure to the price. A lot of people are doing that. Riot Blockchain, a lot of these different companies that have mining or investments, you can invest in Bitcoin indirectly that way. So shout out to Invesco for trying, but good luck. We've seen a lot of Bitcoin ETFs slide across that table and get Kobe right into the trash can. It was like, nope, not today. A little too early, player.
But hilarious, but true. Thank you for the tip, Level 99 Slacker. Thank you for the tip, Tessa Hall. Tessa said, keep that info flowing. Tessa's one of the warrior OGs. Everybody shout out Tessa Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Always appreciate your support. Level 99 Slacker said, do you think mining for everyday people is done after Ethereum 2.0?
After Ethereum 2.0?
Well, I was, yeah. You think Ethereum? I mean, technically it would, unless you'd be staking.
Yeah, I mean, mining isn't dead, but it is very costly. That's what I would say. And then the people with the most money, they create the rules, and you just kind of have to deal with it. Ethereum 2.0, very costly, but it's not impossible.
But if the staking system does work, I mean, I think with Ethereum, with like the I don't want to say hype because that's the wrong word, but just with the narrative around it, I think that people would actually stake for a long time on Ethereum. Yeah. I think people like, no, I'll go 20 years with a straight face. Like I'll do a 15, 20-year stake type of deal. If you start to see that even in smaller amounts, where it's like, big and little fish are like, hey, no, this is a good play, then maybe the mining will go down, but the staking will go up. And again, like Bitcoin, as they said, for the people who have the money, they'll still make money either way.
Yeah, they make the rules, so they all good.
All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. As always, thanks for watching. What do you have for us, Zay?
Nothing for today. Appreciate you all for watching. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Tomorrow, Bitcoin Fridays. We want to bring in the Cardano crowd. Seriously, we'll bring in the Cardano crowd because a lot of people believe. I saw you all light up the comments the other day. So let's bring that live to see what's happening. Bring that energy to, it's the internet. Nothing can go wrong, people. We'll just get some more views. And then on Twitter, you all bring your beef with Nomics and Coin Market Cap, whatever, because for some reason, aggregators get you all in your feelings. Hey, they be banging on them keys. I know some of those keys are broken in their laptop. And last but not least, of course, make sure you check out the masterclass for all these crypto questions. Listen, I'm officially done answering the basics. I'm getting Facebook messages still, LinkedIn messages, Twitter and everything. Like, this happened with my wallet, Bitcoin addresses. I'm like, listen, when I tell you I talk about this for 30 or 40 minutes in the masterclass, I really do. So we're definitely pushing that product right now. But thank you. And yes, PFC Wells will end on this. He said that's too broad of a question. The last one for mining, he said if you're only talking about its consensus, there are other things out there. Exactly. So it does get super in depth as well. Other than that,